The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Davis County Baseball on New Country 104.3 KRKN. Now, let's head down to the field with the voice of the Davis County Mustangs, Alice Kojo.
It's time for Mustang Baseball. Welcome to the postseason in the Mustang Sports Complex here in Bloomfield, where tonight the winner of this game will face the Cardinal Comets on Tuesday as EBF and Davis County battle in the opening round of District 10, Sub-State 5. Pleasure to have you with us here on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. I'm Alice Kojo. I am joined by Annie Argo, our on-site producer, as well as Kyle Smith back at our studios in Ottumwa, whether you're listening on New Country 104.3 KRKN or taking any online stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook or YouTube pages. We appreciate you joining us on this Saturday evening, however you may be spending it. This is the fourth matchup between these two schools. Now, they first met back on June the 6th, and it was a doubleheader that these two teams played. June 9th, I beg your pardon. It was a June 9th doubleheader here in Bloomfield. Davis County won the first game 5-1 and then dominated EBF in the second game 17-2. The two teams did not meet again until this past Tuesday, and EBF was able to turn the tables on the Mustangs, shutting them out and beating them 2-0, courtesy of a complete game by Carter Fisher. So that is the stage, and the biggest difference between the doubleheader and that game back on Tuesday was the defense for EBF. Rockets only committed 2 errors in that win against Davis County after committing 11 errors combined in the doubleheader versus the Mustangs here on June the 9th. So EBF, their record is 6-22, and that's kind of a misleading record. It took them a while to find their stride, but they've won 3 of their last 5. So half of their wins have come in their last 5 games. So they are playing much better than they were for a majority of the season, and they've allowed 3 or fewer runs in those 3 wins that they've won of their last 5. Davis County, on the other hand, they are 11-17. They snapped a 4-game losing streak in their final game of the regular season at Van Buren County, and they beat the Warriors 7-4. The thing to look out for Davis County is not only can they play a clean offensive game, but can they get the key hits when they need to. Batting under 200 as a team, 193 specifically, coming into this matchup. They need to get some offense going if they want to make some noise here in the postseason. So that's how the stage is set as you're watching the EBF Rockets take in infield. Head coach Rick Scott is heading things up. We will take our first break and come back for the starting lineups for EBF versus Davis County here in the opening round of District 10 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards checking special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
High-speed internet is here, powered by a 100% fiber optic network. Citizens Mutual provides reliable, fiber-to-the-home, high-speed internet to rural Iowa.
My children and my grandchildren, when they come here, they didn't like to come visit very much because they couldn't get on their devices. Well, now they love it because they can have chats with their friends. People don't realize how isolated sometimes people are out in the rural areas. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Visit findmyfiber.mycmtech.com.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Welcome back to Bloomfield and the Mustang Sports Complex, getting you set for the opening round of District 10. Winner will move on to face Cardinal in the district semis coming up on Tuesday, and the loser season is over. EBF versus Davis County, you're taking a look at head coaches Rick Scott and Todd White meeting each other at home plate. And they're talking over different ground rules with the umpires as well. Let's get into the starting lineups. First up for EBF, the record is 6-22. As I said, that record is deceiving, however, as the Rockets have won 3 of their final 5 games of the regular season. Austin Langstrat leads things off. He is at second base. Starting pitcher for the Rockets and batting second is Emmett Holohan. Kate Nichols is a shortstop, batting third. Batting cleanup and in right field, Gavin Spar. Carter Fisher's at first base, batting fifth. Batting sixth and catching is Camden Sherman. Dalton Brenniger's in left field, batting seventh. Batting eighth and in center field is Caden Kirkpatrick. And batting ninth is DH Isaac Claybrook. He'll be batting for the third baseman, Corbin Kirkpatrick. Again for EBF, Langstrat at second. Holohan is pitching. Nichols in short. Spar in right. Fisher at first. Sherman is catching. Brenniger in left. Caden Kirkpatrick in center. And Claybrook is the DH. Now for Davis County, head coach Todd White has this lineup. The Mustangs are 11-17. Peyton Schooley is at second base, leading off. Batting second and the starting pitcher for this opening round matchup is Josh Settles. Houston Schooley will be the catcher, batting third. Presley Cantrell's the DH, batting fourth. He'll be batting for the right fielder, Quinn McCoy. Max Taylor's at third base, batting fifth. Batting sixth and in center field, Brett Prevost. Dexter Scott's at shortstop, batting seventh. Batting eighth and in left field is Duke Scott. And Noah Sizemore wraps up the starting lineup for Davis County. He bats ninth at first base. So again for Davis County, Peyton Schooley at second. Settles is pitching. Houston Schooley is catching. Cantrell the DH. Taylor at third. Prevost in center. Dexter Scott is at short. Duke Scott is in left. And Sizemore is at first. We'll step away from the national anthem, and then we'll have the first pitch between EBF and Davis County. Winner will move on to the district semifinals. Back after this on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards checking special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Josh Settles on top of the bump for Davis County. He has been given the ball for Davis County's opening round matchup versus EBF. And what a season Josh Settles has had. 2-4 record. He's pitched 47 in the third innings. That's thanks to 3 consecutive complete games he pitched in late May to early June. In those 47 in the third innings, he struck out 50 and he's walked 21. Opponents are batting just .201 versus the junior left-hander. Davis County has won 2 of 3 versus EBF during the regular season, but the Rockets did win their final matchup back on Tuesday at home as they beat Davis County 2-0, and we are set to get started here in this opening round of the districts. Austin Langstrad leads things off. He's batting .324 this season, on-base percentage of .426. He has a pair of doubles. Home plate umpire Steve Voorhees says play ball. First pitch of the ball game's a changeup that catches the inside corner for strike one. We are underway. First pitch thrown at 7:31. Beautiful night for baseball as the 0-1 pitch is a fastball that's bounced to the right side, and it's a second baseman Peyton Schooley that throws out Langstrad for the first out of the ball game. 1 out, base is empty. Here is the pitcher, Emmett Holohan. Holohan pitched a complete game in EBF's one of their biggest games of the season, a 4-2 win on the road at Cardinal last week. Holohan checks in with a .314 average. A right-hander versus a left-hander settles, and he swings at the first pitch, a soft liner to the middle of the diamond. It dies in the grass. Schooley picks it up, and he will not have a play. An infield hit for Holohan. He didn't hit it all that hard. As a matter of fact, he got jammed. But it landed right behind the mound, and after Settles was unable to reach it on the fly, Schooley didn't have a chance to throw out Holohan, so EBF has a runner on base for Caden Nichols. So Settles now pitching from the stretch. He has a good move to first. He comes home with the first pitch, and then the fastball misses the plate outside for ball one. EBF loves to run, so keep that in mind. Rockets are 80 of 84 in the stolen base category. And a slider catches the inside corner for strike one. Nichols is a freshman, pretty good freshman season, batting .301. He swings and fouls that pitch back to make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. As I said, beautiful night here in Bloomfield, 82 degrees, partly cloudy skies, pretty nice breeze blowing out towards left field. I'd say it's about 10, maybe 15 miles an hour. The 1-2 from Sells with the runner going. It's bounced to the shortstop, Dexter Scott. His only play is the first, and he throws out Nichols by half a step. And that's the second out as Holohan advances to second. So starting the runner, head coach Rick Scott was able to stay out of the double play. And with 2 outs and a runner at second, here's Gavin Spar as he'll look to break the seal here in the first inning. Spar is a junior, batting .397 this season. He has a double and a triple on the campaign as well. A runner at second with 2 outs. Sells first pitch. Slider missing outside. It temporarily got away from Houston Schooley, the catcher, but not far enough for Holohan to advance. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Long pause, now the 1-0. Hit on a couple of hops to Scott at short. He throws across to retire Spar, and that ends the inning. No runs, a hit, and a man left. We'll head to the bottom of the first. EBF nothing. Davis County coming up on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Back here in Bloomfield, EBF got a hit, but nothing else in the top of the first. Now it's Davis County's turn. And here in the opening round of the districts, winner will face Cardinal on Tuesday. The loser's season is over. Emmett Holohan, right-handed sophomore, is on top of the mound. Tall, lanky young man. I'd say he's about 6'2", possibly 6'3". And the main thing that you wonder about the Mustangs is, can they muster enough offense? That's been a question all season long. Davis County comes into this matchup batting .192 as a team. Peyton Schooley will look to change that. He's batting .221 this year, but an on-base percentage of .375. That's courtesy of the 18 walks he's drawn. He has a double, 3 RBIs. He is 1 for his last 20. However, in that span, he's drawn 7 walks. So he's gotten on base, just not via the hit. And here comes the first pitch from Holohan, and that's a fastball missing a bit outside, ball 1. Head coach Todd White yelling encouragement from the third base coach's box. The 1-0 pitch, there's a strike right down the middle. That evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Holohan working quickly, the pitch. Schooley stared at that all the way as that fastball missed outside. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1 delivery is a changeup that's fouled back behind the plate to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Always a different type of energy once the playoffs start. You can sense it already. 2-2. Changeup. And a very defensive swing by Schooley as he fouled it off the other way to the first base side. And somebody's going to have to get that baseball. Field umpire Al Clark goes, yeah, one of you from EBF is going to have to get it. So somebody from the first base dugout will have to pop out and grab it. Meantime, the 2-2 pitch, strike three called. Sherman, the catcher, drops the ball, but he lobs it to first in time to retire Schooley for the first out. So Schooley goes down looking for the first out of the bottom of the first. Now here is Josh Settles. Over the course of the season, most definitely Davis County's most consistent hitter. Actually, the only hitter sporting an average above 300. He checks in with 311. Changeup misses high, ball one. Settles also has an on-base percentage of .440, 5 doubles, 3 triples, 12 runs batted in. And a vicious swing, but he fouls that off behind the plate. Bases empty, 1 out, bottom of the first. EBF nothing, Davis County batting. A swing and a miss at a belt-high fastball. Actually, that umpire Steve Voorhees says it was foul tipped into the glove of Sherman. Regardless, it is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Holohan struck out Peyton Schooley that started off the bottom of the first, and he hits, Settles in the back on a 1-2 pitch. Settles didn't flinch, just flung his bat towards the third base dugout, and he takes first base. Interesting to see if head coach Todd White lets Settles run with him being the starting pitcher, or if he will use a courtesy runner. Settles runs well, and looks like head coach Todd White's going to stick with Settles on the bases. That's the same thing that Rick Scott did with his starter Emmett Holohan in the first inning. The top of the first, I should say. Houston Schooley squares the bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike, and a throw to second, and they got him. Settles is thrown out, trying to steal second base. And just like that, Davis County's first base runner has been erased. That pitch was a strike to Schooley. Now with the count 0-1, there's a rocket out to right center field, and that is going to plug the gap. Kirkpatrick, the center fielder, retrieves it, and it is a stand-up double for Houston Schooley. That was an absolute rocket. So now we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for Houston Schooley as Victor Milder comes in to run for Houston. And how big is that caught stealing now? So now Presley Cantrell will look to pick up Schooley, I beg your pardon, Milder, who is taking over at second base. Both teams having a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. EBF was unable to come through. Can Davis County do so? Strike 1 to Cantrell. Presley batting .212, 4 doubles, 10 runs batted in. Of course, he missed most of June with that hamstring injury. Strictly a DH, I imagine, for as long as Davis County lasts in the postseason. That pitch is fouled off at the plate, and then it is now 0-2. Milder runs well as he leads off from second base, but Cantrell in the whole 0-2. Here comes the next pitch from Holohan. Slider, that's hit high in the air out to center, but coming in to make the catch is Kirkpatrick. And the inning is over. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. We are through 1. Davis County and EBF are scoreless on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
No score through one inning. Davis County and EBF fighting for the right to make it to the district semifinals and taking on Cardinal. That game will be played in Truro, Iowa, the home of Interstate 35 High School. Carter Fisher will lead things off for EBF to start off the top of inning number 2. Fisher is a sophomore, batting .277 this season. Does not have an extra base hit as of yet. He swings at the first pitch and grounds it over to Sizemore. It twists, but he for some reason, he did not tag Fisher. He decided to shovel it to Settles, who was covering first, but he could have just grabbed the ball and tagged Fisher. Instead, he tried to shovel it to Settles, and Fisher is safe at first. That's an error on Sizemore. He was right in the path of Fisher. Could have just reached out and tagged him, but a mental error now has a runner at first. Here's Camden Sherman. He looks at strike one. Mistakes are amplified in the postseason. Can Davis County pitch around this error to open the second? The 0-1. That's a ground ball to short. Shovel to second for one. Throw to first. Double play. No harm, no foul. Mr. Sizemore, 6'4", Good job by Davis County's defense picking him up. And with 2 outs and the bases empty, the batter is Dalton Brinegar. You may remember Brinegar being public enemy number 1 as he squares the bunt, misses, and gets called for strike one. That fantastic catch he made in left field to keep Davis County scoreless in the 6th inning of that 2-0 loss to EBF back on Tuesday. The 0-1, slider, strike two. You gotta love the fact that Stephen Voorhees is behind the plate. You know when it's a strike. Not only does he signal it, but he is very vocal and let you know that it's a strike. 0-2 to count now to Brinegar. Base is empty, 2 outs. Top of the second. Oof. That fastball missed just a bit low, and the count is 1-2. Settles needed just 9 pitches to get through the first inning. This is pitch number 16. That's high and away, 2-2. Brinegar, a right-handed batter, versus the lefty Settles, who comes home with the 2-2 pitch. That's up and away, and from 0-2 to 3-2. Brinegar is sophomore, batting .242 this season, and the payoff pitch is a line drive towards the middle of the diamond and bouncing into center field for a base hit. So Brinegar gets a 2-out single, and that moves the line to Caden Kirkpatrick. This is a very young EBF team. As I said before, Kirkpatrick's just a freshman, batting .121 this season. 4 hits and 33 at-bats as Brinegar takes his lead from first. First pitch, swinging and missing, a slider. That slider has to look especially difficult to hit from the left-handed side, which is Kirkpatrick. This is a lefty-lefty matchup. Brinegar with a modest lead at first. The 0-1. Fastball, a bit outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis County's defense, Duke Scott is in left field. Brett Prevost is in center with Quinn McCoy in right field. Give it the infield after this. Next pitch, runner goes. The pitch is grounded to Sizemore. We'll give you the rest of the Davis County defense after this as Sizemore, the first baseman, steps on the bag himself. And the inning is over. No runs, a hit, an error, and 1 man left on. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Davis County and EBF are scoreless on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Back here in Bloomfield, second inning, bottom of the second of a scoreless game between Davis County and EBF. Opening round of District 10, Substate 5, where this game will face Cardinal on Tuesday. Game will be played at 5 at Interstate 35 High School. Strike 1 to Max Taylor, who's batting .192 this season. A pair of doubles, 9 runs driven in. He had 2 hits against EBF back on Tuesday, looking to replicate a feat like that. That's low to make the count 1-1. He had a pair of singles and a walk in that 2-0 loss on Tuesday. The 1-1, changeup missing inside. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball, a bit outside, 3 balls and a strike. Taylor's one of 4 freshmen that have really made a good impression to Mustangs fans this season. Taylor behind the plate has been excellent as the catcher. He's a third baseman in this ball game, and he looks at a pitch low for ball 4. So an opening, a leadoff walk to Taylor. Now moves the line to Brett Prevost. Brett checks in with a 185 average, 4 doubles, and 9 runs driven in as Taylor takes his lead from first. Prevost swings and misses through a belt-high fastball. Lights starting to come on here as we approach the 8 o'clock hour here in Bloomfield. The 0-1 took a little bit off that, and that slider misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Holohan sometimes comes 3/4. I see him go sidearm as well, so some different angles that he's delivering. Sophomore is set, and the right-hander delivers a 1-1 pitch. A swing and a miss. Holohan struck out Peyton Schooley to start off the bottom of the first. That's been his only strikeout so far, but he has Prevost set up at 1-2. That's well upstairs to make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Taylor leads off from first. He walked to start off the bottom of the second as Davis County looks to do something about this scoreless game. Now the 2-2. just got the bat of Prevost. He checked his swing, didn't mean to, but got a piece of the baseball. And that foul tip still keeps it at 2-2. Taylor has only attempted to steal once. He was successful in doing so not much of a base stealing threat. Slider misses a bit inside. Holohan wanted that one, but it was off the plate. Now the count is full. We'll keep an eye on Taylor. I can't imagine he'll be running with nobody out. Prevost wagging the bat, awaiting the payoff pitch. Here it comes. Taylor does not go and is fouled back. Good at bat by Prevost. He was down 1-2. The count is full. Now he fouled a pitch off. He accidentally fouled off a pitch, too, on a check swing as well. Runner goes, and that pitch is grounded foul to the third base side. So they did send Taylor on that payoff pitch. Already a long at-bat. This will be pitch number 9 in this at-bat. Taylor takes an extra step from first. Does not go. 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and Prevost strikes out. So a long at-bat, but Holohan ends up winning it. And with one out and a runner at first, the batter is Dexter Scott. Scott, one of those quartet of freshmen I referred to when Taylor was at the plate. Scott has a 161 average, but an on-base percentage of .390. That's thanks to a team-leading 19 walks that he's drawn. He fouls that first pitch back. Brother combination with Dexter Scott at the plate and Duke Scott, his big brother, waiting on deck. The 0-1. That's letter high and taken for a ball. Davis County 11-17 this season. Able to finish on a winning note after beating Van Buren County on Wednesday to snap a 4-game losing streak. He squares the bunt. That's a perfect bunt up the third base line. And Kirkpatrick throws out Scott by a step. That was a nice bunt by Dexter Scott, allowing Taylor to advance to second. So sacrifice bunt by Dexter Scott goes 5-3. And with 2 outs, here's an opportunity for Duke Scott as he gives his little brother a fist bump on his way back to the dugout. Scott has only had 3 hits this season, one of which was against EBF back on Tuesday, and many would argue he should have had 2 as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. He hit an absolute bullet up the middle back on Tuesday, nearly taking off the head of Carter Fisher, the starting pitcher, who's the first baseman for EBF here this evening. The 0-1, another foul back, no balls, 2 strikes. And that second one, where he hit a rocket out into left field, and Dalton Brenniger, who is patrolling left field now, he made a leaping catch in the corner out in Eddyville to keep Davis County off the board. That was with the bases loaded. Now there's a runner at second, 2 outs, the 0-2 pitch, that's high. Max Taylor, I would say, average speed. In case you're thinking about a hit to the outfield. Now the 1-2. That got past Sherman. It's a pass ball, that high fastball. Sherman just could not catch it cleanly. It goes all the way to the backstop. That allows Taylor to advance to third, and now a hit will most definitely score the game's first run. Count now even at 2-2. Can Scott come through? He has 1 RBI this season. Be a great time for number 2. 2-2 pitch by Holohan. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Scott goes down looking, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 man left on. We'll head to the second inning. Davis County and EBF, no score on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County and EBF, no score as we enter the third inning of this opening round of districts. Josh Settles has had a relatively smooth first two innings. A couple of hits allowed, but nothing across for EBF. 9-1-2 for the Rockets, starting off with Isaac Claybrook. He is an eighth grader, a pretty big eighth grader at that, standing at the plate batting right-handed versus the left-hander Settles. And Josh's first pitch is a fastball taken on the outside edge for strike one. Here's the wind in the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. And it's quickly 0-2. This is Claybrook's only his sixth at-bat of the season. He doesn't have a hit as of yet as he fouls that pitch away. Davis County's infield. Max Taylor's at third base. Dexter Scott's at short. Peyton Schooley is the second baseman. Noah Sizemore's at first. And Houston Schooley awaits the 0-2 pitch, which is a slider taken for strike three to Isaac Claybrook, who goes down looking. First strikeout for Settles. And with one on, the bases empty, we'll go back to the top of the order and Austin Langstrad, who grounded out to second his first time up. And the first pitch by Settles is a fastball fouled back. Now the 0-1. Slider missing outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis County wearing their maroon tops with white pants. EBF with the white tops and pants with pinstripes, as that's a little dribble to the left of the mound. Settles, pounces it, throws the first, not in time. A swinging bunt single by Austin Langstrad, their third hit of the ball game. And with one out, here's Emmett Holohan. He legged out an infield single after he hit a soft liner to the middle of the diamond behind the pitcher's mound. Holohan talking to his head coach, Rick Scott, from the third base box as they held it together. A runner at first and 1 out. Runs, you have a feeling, are going to be at a premium in this matchup. Settles with a long pause. Now he goes to the plate, and it's a strike to Holohan. Holohan, a right-hander, versus the lefty Settles. The pitch, a swing and a miss by Holohan. And it's quickly 0-2. Langstrot with the runner going. That's a pop-up to short. Caught by Scott. The throw to first, and that is an easy double play. And the inning is over. So the second double play turn by the Mustang defense. That one was a bit easier on the soft liner to short. And we'll head to the bottom of the third. Davis County and EBF. Still no score on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third rolls in. Davis County and EBF, no score. And just like the Rockets at the top of the inning, 9-1-2 due up for the Mustangs, starting with Noah Sizemore. Head coach Ryan Renfrew of Cardinal and some Comets are here as well to check out this game as that first pitch is up and into Sizemore. The winner of this game will play Cardinal on Tuesday, so that's why head coach Ryan Renfrew and some of his Comets are here on hand to watch this. That's in the dirt, ball 2. Sizemore batting .109 this season, a double and 5 runs driven in. Holohan winds and delivers. That's in the dirt, 3-0. Holohan, his only walk was a leadoff walk to Max Taylor to start off the bottom of the second, at risk of doing the same thing here in the bottom of the third. The pitch, that's high, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Sizemore. Holohan's also hit a batter, so he's been a bit wild this evening, and here comes head coach Rick Scott. Holohan shaking his right hand and kind of looking at it as well. That's something to keep an eye on. Davis County won 2 of 3 versus EBF during the regular season, beating them in a doubleheader back here in Bloomfield on June 9th, 5-1 and 17-2. But then EBF got a measure of payback this past Tuesday, beating the Mustangs 2-0. Short conference between Rick Scott and his pitcher Emmett Holohan and the entire EBF infield as well. I would expect that they would expect a bunt, especially with Josh Settles on deck, Davis County's most dangerous hitter. And sensing that, Kirkpatrick, the third baseman, is playing in on the grass. So here's Peyton Schooley with Noah Sizemore taking his lead from first. And the first pitch bounces to the plate. Holohan still shaking that right hand. He has not thrown a strike yet this inning. A 4-pitch walk to Sizemore. And now the count 0-1 to Schooley. Here's his next offering. He scores the bunt, Schooley does, pulls it back, and looks at strike 1. Love watching bunts because you see a lot of moving parts on the infield. Corbin Kirkpatrick was charging from third. The 1-1, Schooley squares again, pulls it back, and takes that pitch high for ball 2. 2-1's your classic hit and run. Does head coach Todd White decide to call off the bunt and go hit and run instead? Sizemore does not go. Schooley scores the bunt, pushes up the first base side, and Holohan tags out Schooley. But the sacrifice is good as Sizemore takes second base. One unassisted on the putout. And with one out, as I mentioned moments ago, here's Davis County's most dangerous hitter of the season, Josh Settles. Settles was in a hole 1 and 2 in his first plate appearance and then got hit in the back with a pitch. Sizemore takes his lead from second. First pitch to Settles. Belt high fastball off the plate a bit to the left-handed hitting Settles for ball 1. Can Davis County break this scoreless tie here in the bottom of the third? The 1-0. Fastball right at the knees on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Holohan. That evens the count at 1-1. Davis County so far 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Another opportunity here. The 1-1. Fastball inside corner. Settles jackknifed away from it, but strike 2, says home plate umpire Stephen Voorhees. Back on Tuesday, this was a point of contention for Davis County. 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position in that shutout loss. The pitch, that's high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Houston Schooley is on deck for Davis County. Long pause by Holohan. Now he comes home with the 2-2. Settles, hits that high in the air, out to center field. Is caught by the right fielder Spar, and he makes a nice throw to third as well to prevent Sizemore from tagging up. So now 2 outs in the bottom of the third. A runner at second, and here is Houston Schooley, who, if he does what he did in the first inning, this will be a 1-0 ball game. He had an absolute bullet to the wall in right center field. First pitch by Holohan. That's high and away. Ball 1. For most of the season, Schooley's been wearing pink batting gloves. Now he's wearing black ones as he settles in the left-hander's box. The right-hander Holohan comes set. Takes a look at Sizemore at second. Now delivers. Up and away. 2-0. Holohan now doing a bit of patchwork with his landing spot on the mound. What will Schooley do here with the count 2-0? He swings and fouls it off. That went over to the third base side, so he was late on that fastball. 2-1 to count to Schooley. Looking to break the scoreless tie here in the bottom of the third. The pitch. There's a drive out to right center field. That is going to get down and roll to the wall. Coming around and trotting to score is Noah Sizemore, and Houston Schooley has broken the seal. Davis County 1, EBF nothing. Second double of the ball game for Houston Schooley. He only had 1 coming into tonight. But he doubles his pleasure here in the third inning. And that's his team-leading 16th RBI as well. Victor Milder comes in to run for Schooley at second base. The batter is Presley Cantrell. There's a swing and a ground ball. Base hit left field. Milder being sent around third. There is no throw. 2-0 Davis County as Presley Cantrell knocks in a run with a single. That ball just died on the outfield grass, and it was actually the shortstop Nichols that retrieved it, and he had no throw with Milder running as well as he does. Ball 1 to Max Taylor. A 2-run third inning has Davis County out in front 2-0. Taylor walked his first time up. The 1-0. Fastball taken neck high. 2 balls, no strikes. Cantrell does not run well with that bad hamstring. He takes his lead from first. Here's a bouncer to Kirkpatrick at third, and he throws to first in time to retire Taylor and end the inning. But the Mustangs do strike first. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and a man left on. We head to the 4th. It is now Davis County 2, EBF nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Two to nothing is our score. Davis County, thanks to RBI hits from Houston Schooley and Presley Cantrell, lead EBF in the opening round of the district tournament. Winner will play Cardinal in the district semis coming up on Tuesday. Here's Caden Nichols. He grounded out to short his first time up to lead things off for EBF. He swings and misses through a fastball. EBF has had a runner on in each of the first 3 innings, but Settles has been able to hold the Rockets off the scoreboard. The 0-1. Fastball missing outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Settles delivers. That fastball, misses a bit outside. 2 balls and a strike. Everybody up on against the fence for EBF in the first base dugouts, looking for a rocket rally here in the 4th. Down 2-0. The 2-1. A bouncer to short. Dexter Scott throws out Nichols. 1 out. Now the batter is Gavin Spar. He grounded out to short his first time up. Base is empty, 1 out. Top of the 4th. Davis County 2, EBF nothing. First pitch misses just low. And the 1-0 pitch is pop up into short right field, caught by the second baseman Schooley, who ranges out in front of McCoy to make the catch. Spar's retired on the pop out. And with 2 men and nobody on, the batter is Carter Fisher. Fisher reached on an error his first time up. Settles deals. Swing and a miss by Fisher. And Fisher nodding his head to say, yeah, that was a nice pitch. I kind of respect that. Swung through a slider. Now the 0-1. Another slider and another swing and a miss. Fisher now looking skyward, taking a deep breath. With Settles dare triple up here after throwing 2 straight sliders. 0-2 to count to Fisher. The pitch. Another slider, but Fisher lays off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Settles winds and a 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Swung through a slider. Houston Schooley applies the tag to Fisher to complete the play, and the inning is over. EBF goes down 1-2-3. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Davis County 2, EBF nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Allison Engels, Senior Vice President at First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield. Farmers and ranchers, when it comes to ag loans, you want to work with the bank and lender that speaks your language. Both myself and Joe Randolph are farmers as well, so we fully understand the agricultural economic business needs. We know the inputs and the outputs, the ups and the downs, the market, and every other obstacle that arises in farming. Come and see me, Allison Engel, or Joe Randolph with First Iowa State Bank of Bloomfield to discuss your ag lending needs.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our C First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any C First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the bottom of the fourth here in the opening round of the District 10 tournament, Sub-State 5. Davis County leads EBF 2-0, and the homestanding Mustangs in their final home game of the season will look to add to their lead, starting off with Brett Prevost to lead things off. Prevost struck out swinging his first time up back in the second inning. Emmett Holohan allowing a pair of 2-out hits to bring in the first Davis County runs of the ball game. We'll look to settle the ship here in the fourth. Slider misses outside, ball one. I was talking to EBF's AD before the game. We were remarking how this is a very young EBF squad, just 2 seniors on their squad. There's a high fly ball out to left field. Tracking is Brenniger, and moving to his left, he makes the catch. And there is 1 out. That brings up Dexter Scott. He laid down a sacrifice bunt. He was bunting for a hit. It was a beautiful bunt up the third base line, but a nice play by Corbin and Kirkpatrick to retire Scott. But Scott got credit for the sacrifice bunt as that pitch bounces in the opposite batter's box. Holohan still, that time he really kicked in frustration at his landing spot on the mound. He's been messing with that for a good part of this evening. Base is empty, 1 out. The 1-0. There's a strike delivered to Scott to even the count at 1. Whoever wins this game will take on Cardinal, and that will be a 5 p.m. start in Truro, Iowa, the home of Interstate 35. Strike at the knees to Scott, and it's 1-2. Davis County, of course, hoping that it is them that will be playing on Tuesday. They have a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-2 to Dexter Scott. That's high. Actually, that went behind the head of Scott, who ducked out of the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 out. Two to delivery over everybody into the backstop. That runs the count full. So I told you during Scott's first at-bat, he leads the team with 19 walks. Can he draw number 20 here? Here comes the pitch. It's in the dirt for ball 4, and there it is. Walk number 20, drawn by Dexter Scott as he takes first base. That brings up Duke Scott as Camden Sherman, EBF's catcher, wants to come out to talk to Holohan. And judging by Holohan's body language, he looks like he's rather frustrated. Maybe even raising his voice a little bit. Now he goes back to the rosin bag behind the mound. Duke Scott, 0 for 1. He struck out looking to end the second inning. Now with the runner at first and 1 out, he awaits the first pitch from Houlihan. Fastball, strike 1. This will be pitch number 68 for Houlihan in this ball game. And the 0-1 pitch, well upstairs. Easy take by Scott. 1 ball and 1 strike. Scott wagging his bat as he awaits the 1-1 pitch from Houlihan with the runner going from first. It's taken inside, and there is no throw by Sherman. Scott had to twist away from that pitch to keep it from hitting him, and Sherman decided to eat it, not even an attempt to try to throw out Dexter Scott. So Duke Scott's little brother Dexter now leads off from second. An RBI opportunity for Scott. That's high, 3-1. Davis County much better in runners in scoring position category than their last meeting with EBF on Tuesday. They were 1 for 9 on Tuesday, 2 for 5 here today. And Scott takes strike 2 on the inside corner. Scott jackknifed out of the way, but according to home plate umpire Stephen Voorhees, that nicked the inside corner. Now the payoff pitch coming to Scott. Breaking ball, bounce to Corbin. Kirkpatrick at third. He knocks it down, throws to first. It goes through. It goes over the first baseman, Fisher's head, and now they call time. Well, actually, the umpire blows it dead. So here's what happened. Scott was running through the base, but Fisher was in his way. They should give Scott, Duke Scott, second base on the play because that should be fielder's interference. Dexter Scott came all the way around to score. Kirkpatrick's throw went over the head of the first baseman Fisher, so I think Scott should score regardless, while the elder Scott is limping as he heads back to first base as assistant coach Roman Schooley checks on him, and looks like Duke Scott's grabbing his left leg. Stephen Voorhees and Alec Clark are umpires. They are now talking. Now they break the huddle, and what do we got? So Alec Clark is now explaining things to Todd White, head coach of Davis County. Of course, we can't hear their conversation. But the biggest takeaway from me is that Fisher was standing on the bag when Duke Scott tried to reach first base, and Scott crashed into Fisher, the first baseman. And they are making Scott go back to third. My goodness. So Dexter Scott goes back to third. I'm assuming Duke Scott is safe at first, although I don't know if he is good to go running-wise. Is he still favoring that left leg? I think if he just let the play go as it was, the throw by Kirkpatrick sailed over the head of Fisher. He had no chance of catching it. So at the very least, I think that Dexter Scott should have scored. But now Duke Scott is coming towards the dugout, and, yeah, I don't know if he's going to be playing the rest of this ball game as he is limping badly. Peyton Schooley comes out and asks Duke if he wants some help into the dugout. So Duke Scott limps back into the home dugout to be tended to. Victor Milder takes over for Scott at first base. And now the home plate umpires are still trying to figure out what to do. Or they're still, I guess they're now sorting out Victor Milder taking the spot of Scott at first base. I still don't understand why Dexter Scott wasn't awarded home plate on that play, however. Davis County leads EBF 2-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. It was a grounder to Corbin Kirkpatrick at third. He smothered it with his chest, retrieved the ball, and then threw it high to first base. Fisher, the first baseman, was standing in front of Duke Scott on the bag. Scott crashed into Fisher. The ball sailed over both of their heads and into foul territory. Dexter Scott came in to score, but the umpires now say that Dexter Scott has to go back to third. Dexter Scott was at second when that play started. Long pause in the action here as now the umpires are explaining things to head coach Rick Scott of EBF. Stephen Voorhees, the home plate umpire, doing most of the explaining to head coach Rick Scott. And now Rick Scott is explaining or pleading his case to the home plate umpire, saying that, well, my player was jumping up in the air to try to grab the baseball. I don't think, in my point of view, and I've only seen it once, but it sure looked like Scott was well within his right to try to get to first base, and Fisher crashed into him. That's what it looked like to me. Well, I shouldn't say Fisher crashed into him. Fisher was standing in the path of Scott, and Scott crashed into Fisher. I think Rick Scott is trying to say that Scott should be called out. There's so many Scotts here. We have Dexter Scott, Duke Scott, Rick Scott. Head coach Scott is contending that Duke Scott, the runner, should be called out. I think that's what he's contending as he heads back to the first base dugout. The error will be on third baseman Corbin Kirkpatrick, which allowed Milder, or I should say Duke Scott, to reach first base. Dexter Scott is only awarded third base. The score remains 2-0. There are now runners at the corners with one out, so a double play could get EBF out of this mess. So we'll score that E5. And here we go. The batter is Noah Sizemore, and he lays down a bunt back to the mound, and the throw to first is in time to retire Sizemore. So Sizemore gets credit for the sacrifice bunt, allowing Milder to advance to second. Good job by Holohan to look back Dexter Scott from third base before firing the first for the out. So 2 outs in the inning, and here is Peyton Schooley looking to extend Davis County's 2-0 lead. First pitch, fastball at the knees over the heart of the plate for strike one. Schooley is 0 for 2, a strikeout. Beg your pardon, he's 0 for 1. And the 0-1 pitch is lined foul down the left field line. About a good 6-7 feet foul. And that count now is 0-2. Got to correct myself for a moment. Schooley is 0 for 1, a strikeout. Then he laid down a sacrifice bunt. Now the 0-2 to Schooley. Fouled off the body of Schooley at the plate. Looks like they got a good piece of him as he is bent over. And the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Schooley is ready as he climbs back into the right-hander's box. Holohan is set as well. The 0-2 pitch coming. This is a big pitch coming to Schooley with runners at second and third and 2 outs. That's low. Ooh, they called it strike 3. I thought that was a low pitch, but Stephen Voorhees rings Schooley up, and the inning is over. A rather long and controversial inning, but no runs come across for Davis County, and they leave 2. We'll head to the 5th. It remains Davis County 2, EBF nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Hi, Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein Soybeans and local Davis Seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Two 2-0 Davis County. We're in the top of the fifth. EBF is batting. What a crazy bottom of the fourth we had. Had people running into people. Bases overthrown. Runs getting taken back. Davis County left scoreless in that fourth inning, however. First pitch to Camden Sherman is grounded to Taylor. Nice play, cutting in front of the shortstop, Scott. And he throws out Sherman for the first out of the fifth. So one pitch, one out for Josh Settles as he continues plugging along. Settles has retired the last 6 men he's faced. And there's a soft liner into right. Now I'm going to take the blame for that one. That's a base hit as Brinegar is aboard with his second hit of the night. I mean, right after I said that. Brinegar hits a soft liner into right field for a base hit. The batter is Caden Kirkpatrick. He grounded out to first in his first at-bat back in the second. Brinegar taking his lead from first. He fakes going, and that pitch is in the dirt for ball one. Just a couple quick steps, and then he slammed on the brakes over at first. Just something to maybe distract Settles on the mound. The 1-0, squaring the bunt, and strike one called on Kirkpatrick. Wind seeming to intensify here at the Mustang Sports Complex. Blowing out towards left. Settles a long pause. 1-1 with the runner going. Pitch is taken for a ball to throw to the second. Not in time. As Brinegar swipes second base. That was a big game of chicken where Settles just waited, then finally threw, and Brinegar went on the first move and was able to take second base. EBF trails 2-0 here in the top of the fifth. Runner at second, and the 2-1 pitch is fouled back to make it 2-2. One out. Settles has struck out 2. And a 2-2 pitch, a fastball that is swung on and missed. And Kirkpatrick is out number 2. Timeout called, and Rick Scott wants to talk to his 8th grade hitter, Isaac Claybrook. Claybrook struck out looking his first time up. Good speed at second base in the form of Dalton Brinegar for EBF. Claybrook looking to knock in the first EBF run of the ball game. They trail 2-0. And now Settle steps off. First pitch slider. Snaps over the outside corner for strike one. Claybrook batting right-handed versus the lefty Settles in a deep squat at the plate. The 0-1. A tapper foul to the first base side, 0-2. With Peyton Schooley, the second baseman, playing in tandem with Dexter Scott, the shortstop, to try to keep Brendiger close at second, there is a huge hole on the right side of the infield. The 0-2, fastball, swung on and missed. He got him swinging. Claybrook ends the inning as Settles is able to pitch around a one-out single and a stolen base. We will head to the bottom of inning number 5. Davis County 2, EBF nothing on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
This is Chris Merle, owner of Hamilton Produce. We are proud to have served the community for over 90 years as your hometown locally owned farm and hardware store. We have everything from tractor parts, general hardware, calving equipment, dry shod boots, and Carhartt clothing. We are also your best source to get your smaller LP tanks filled. Stop in and see us just off the square in Bloomfield. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and keep up to date with our store and specials.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of inning number 5, opening round of District 10. Davis County 2, EBF nothing is our score, as Davis County will look to add to their lead. They'll send up 2, 3, 4, starting with Josh Settles. Settles is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning and then flew out to right in inning number 3. A pair of RBI hits by Houston Schooley, an RBI double, and an RBI single by Presley Cantrell has been our only tallies. A 2-run third inning have been our only scores as Settles takes strike 1. Holohan still on top of the bump, comes home with the 0-1. That's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Holohan has been wild, but he's kept Davis County in check, allowing just 2 runs. There's a line drive. Fair ball down the right field line. Settles on his horse. Headed to second. Will he try for 3? Nope. He'll stop there with a leadoff double. Josh Settles. Double number 6 on the season for the junior. And now Houston Schooley is the batter. Hudson Humphrey comes in to run for Settles. So Josh will get a chance to catch his breath in the dugout. Houston Schooley's had himself a ball game. 2 for 2. A pair of doubles and an RBI. His second double of the game broke the seal. Gave Davis County a 1-0 lead in the third inning. Presley Cantrell followed that up with an RBI single. Schooley hits another drive out to right, but that one is right at the shortstop, the right fielder, I should say, Spar, and it's caught on a sliding catch. Schooley hit that one on the button as well, but Spar is up for the task. Nice sliding catch by Spar in right field. So with 1 out, here's Presley Cantrell. He picked on the first pitch he saw and grounded a single into left field to score a run. Cantrell pops that pitch up on the infield, and it is the shortstop Nichols who squeezes it, and they're quickly 2 away. So Davis County at risk of wasting a leadoff double if Max Taylor can't come through. Taylor is 0 for 1. He walked in the second and then grounded out in the third. Hudson Humphrey leading from second. First pitch fastball, fouled back. Hits the roof of the concession stand, as a matter of fact. Holohan comes set. Now delivers. Slider missing outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sophomore versus freshman matchup. With the runner at second and 2 outs. Holohan looking to keep EBF's deficit at 2. The pitch. A chopper in front of the mound. And Holohan pounces on it. Takes his time, throws to first in time to retire Taylor and end the inning. So Davis County can't take advantage of a leadoff double. We'll head to the top of the 6th. It remains Davis County 2, EBF nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards checking special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We're in the top of the 6th. Davis County leading EBF 2-0. Winner will play Cardinal in the district semifinals. That will be on Tuesday. A 5 o'clock start in Truro, Iowa, the home of Interstate 35. Top of the order, due up for EBF, starting with Austin Langstrat. He's 1 for 2 with a ground out in the first, and then an infield single in the third. Josh Settles delivers that pitch high for ball 1. EBF with 4 hits on the night. Fastball, strike 1. Hits are even at 4 between these two squads. There's a line drive to second, caught on a couple of hops by Schooley, and the second baseman throws out Langstrat. Now the batter is Emmett Holohan. Infield single in the first inning, and then he lined it into a double play to end the third inning. Langstrat was at first at the time, and Holohan hit a soft liner to short. Langstrat was unable to get back to first in time, and it was a double play to end the third. Fastball. Don't know where that missed, but ball 1. Looked like they caught plenty of the plate. Looked like that was at the knees. Maybe home plate umpire Stephen Voorhees called that low. The 1-0. A wave and a miss on the fastball off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Holohan. Settles next delivery. Strike on the outside corner. Houston Schooley looked back to say, did you call that a strike? Okay, good. It was a different sounding cadence from Voorhees on that last strike call. That's why Schooley probably turned around and asked. There's a high, soft fly ball into center, and it's Peyton Schooley ranging in the short center field as the second baseman puts it away. And there are 2 outs. Base is empty, top of the 6th. Davis County 2, EBF nothing. And it'll be up to Kate Nichols to try to start a 2-out rally for EBF. A pair of groundouts to Dexter Scott in his previous 2 at-bats. Fastball taken upstairs. Pitch count, in case you're wondering, very manageable for Josh Settles. So this will be, by my count, pitch number 60 for the junior. The 1-0. There's a swing and a miss. Swung through a changeup. And the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Sky's darkening above us, and plenty of dark skies to our west as well. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball bouncing to the plate. Actually, that was a slider. That was about a 59-footer. 2 balls and 1 strike to Nichols. And a 2-1 pitch, a slider that's bounced over to Scott. Takes a tricky hop, gloves it, throws, got him. And the inning is over. EBF goes down 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of inning number 6. Davis County 2, EBF nothing on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County 2, EBF nothing, bottom of the 6th here in the opening round of District 10. Winner will face Cardinal on Tuesday. Davis County looking for some extra insurance before the top of inning number 7, and we start things off with Brett Prevost, 0 for 2, with a strikeout and a flyout. That bounces to the plate for ball 1. Earlier today, as we've had 2 games here at the Mustang Sports Complex, Albia defeated Central Decatur 14-4 in 6 innings, and they will move on to take on I-35 in the second game of that doubleheader on Tuesday in the district semifinals. That's popped up foul behind the plate and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brett Prevost. It'll be Prevost, Dexter Scott, and Victor Milder, who has been put into left field to replace Duke Scott, who was injured earlier in the game. A check swing foul behind the plate to the screen. That just ate up Prevost. That was well in on his hands. 1-2 to count. Holohan delivers. Slider misses outside. Actually, that goes all the way back to the backstop. And so Dexter Scott, who grabbed that previous foul ball, will now have to go get that ball that went to the backstop as well. That's the on-deck hitter's job. 2-2. Fastball off the plate a bit to the outside. And the count is full to Brett Prevost, looking to reach base for the first time this evening. The 3-2 pitch. That's a high fly ball out to left. Brinegar tracking towards the line, and he puts it away. One out, base is empty, and here is Dexter Scott. Scott does not have an official at bat as of yet. A sacrifice bunt in the second, and then he walked in the fourth. Scott swings and foul tips it at the plate. Gutsy start for Houlihan for EBF. After allowing 2 runs in the third, he's been able to keep Davis County under wraps. Looking to keep the Mustangs at 2. Here in the 6th as that pitch is high for ball 1. Only 2 runs have been scored in the third inning. The bottom of the third, an RBI double by Houston Schooley, followed up by an RBI single by Presley Cantrell. That's been our only tallies here tonight. 1-1 pitch is fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dexter Scott. He drew his team-leading 20th walk in his last plate appearance in the 4th inning. But now he's in the hole 1-2. The pitch. Change up. Oh, just got a piece of it. That was a nasty pitch that Scott was able to just get the smallest of pieces. That was below the knees on the inside corner. So Scott stays alive, and we'll see at least one more pitch from Emmett Houlihan. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and Scott strikes out. Fifth strikeout for Houlihan. Base is empty, 2 outs, and here is Victor Milder. This is his first at-bat of the ball game, replacing the injured Duke Scott. Scott ran to Carter Fisher at first base, injured himself on the play, and has not been back since. Milder batting left-handed, and the 8th grader looks at a pitch well outside for ball 1. Magic number for Davis County this season has been 5. And I'll tell you why after this pitch, if Victor allows me to. He takes it high. Thanks, Victor. 2-0. Davis County in this season is 1-14 when they allow 5 or more runs. And right now, as you can tell by the score, 2-0. They're shutting out EBF, bouncing to the plate 3-0. Noah Sizemore on deck for Davis County if Milder can reach. He'll probably be taking here 3-0, which he does, and that's low for ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Milder. Head coach Rick Scott comes out of the first base dugout, and even 100 pitches for Emmett Houlihan. Good effort by him. And looks like he'll be 1 out short of a complete game if this indeed spells the end for him. Well, pitch game on both ends. But Houlihan's on the losing side of this pitcher's duel. It sounds like, however, that, or it looks like, Houlihan might stay in this game. In the meantime, they've already declared that Hayden Bankson is going to bat for Noah Sizemore. So Houlihan will see at least one more batter. Rick Scott gives a thumbs up to home plate umpire Stephen Voorhees, and Hayden Bankson has been entrusted to pinch hit for Noah Sizemore in this spot. Davis County has a runner at second, beg your pardon, a runner at first with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. They lead EBF 2-0. And here's Hayden Bankson, right-handed hitting junior. Milder with a good lead at first. He does not go on the first pitch, which is taken low and inside for ball 1. Bankson, or Banksy, for those that know him affectionately, has 1 hit and 18 at-bats this season. The 1-0. Bankson takes that pitch upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. A 4-pitch walk to Victor Milder. Now the count is 2-0 to Bankson. Davis County looking for a bit of breathing room here in the 6th. Slider, strike one. Houlihan with a long look into his catcher Sherman. Now comes set. Rocks and fires. Bankson, a line drive, left center field. That's going to plug the gap and roll to the wall. Vilder, rounding third, coming home. There will be no throw. An RBI double for Hayden Bankson. Only his second hit of the season, and Davis County leads it 3-0. Talk about coming through in the most opportune time. Way to be, Banksy. Now here's Peyton Schooley. He swings and lifts it out to left field, but Brenniger is there, and the left fielder puts it away to end the inning. But Davis County adds an important insurance run, courtesy of the RBI double by Hayden Bankson. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Last chance for EBF as Davis County now leads at 3-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Looking to buy or sell real estate? Lincoln Lynch at Lynch Realty in Bloomfield is the guy to call. Lynch Realty is a family-owned business, and it's their policy to serve the community. Whether you are looking to buy or sell real estate or farmland, give Lincoln a call. And don't forget, he also owns Lynch Boys Auction Service, and they can help you with all your auction needs as well. For current listings or for more information, visit lynchrealtyinc.com. That's lynchrealtyinc.com. You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Three to nothing now. Davis County leads it. Last chance for EBF here in the top of the 7th. Josh Settles working on a complete game shutout. It is his game here in the 7th. Just 62 pitches for the left-handed senior. Very efficient outing. Looking for his 4th complete game of the season. And he'll face the heart of the EBF order, starting with the cleanup hitter Gavin Spar. And a fastball taken a bit high and outside for ball 1. Spar is 0 for 2, a ground out and a pop out. The 1-0. Slider, had made Spar flinch in the left-hander's box. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lefty versus lefty matchup to start off the top of the 7th. Next pitch. That's low. 2 balls and 1 strike. And a 2-1. Changeup fouled off at the plate. 2-2 to count the Spar. Settles has 4 strikeouts on the evening. And a 2-2. Fouled off. Now we're ready for a 2-2 pitch from Settles. Here it comes. Chopped to first. And Sizemore, the first baseman, grabs it, steps on the bag himself, and there is 1 out. That brings up Carter Fisher. He reached on an error and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Settles first delivery. Slider catches the inside corner, strike one. That slider has been working tonight for the junior left-hander. And Fisher found that slider particularly problematic, swinging and missing at 3 of them in the 4th inning. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Oh, 0-2 to count to Fisher as he steps out, takes a practice swing. Now he's back in. The pitch by Settles. Chopped off foul at the plate. Settles looks into his catcher, Houston Schooley. Winds and deals. Got him swinging. Swung through another slider. Fisher strikes out for the 2nd time today, and EBF is down to their final out. Strikeout number 5 for Settles, and the last chance is Camden Sherman. Sherman grounded into a double play in the 2nd, and then grounded out in the 5th. First pitch, fastball, off the plate outside, ball 1. Sherman needs to get on board with EBF trailing 3-0. Down to their final out, a swing and a miss at a fastball below the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Settles delivers. Slider swung through and missed, and EBF is down to their final strike. Davis County, a strike away from making it to the district semis, and a date with Cardinal on Tuesday. The 1-2 from Settles. He got him swinging, and that's your ball game. That is a Mustang winner. A complete game shutout masterpiece from Joshua Settles, and Davis County wins it 3-0. We will take a break and come back and tell you all about this one. What a pitching performance by Josh Settles. And Davis County moves on to face Cardinal in the semifinals. This is Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Hi, this is Abby at Hoskin Elevator. The Barnhart family and our employees would like to thank our customers and invite you to stop in or give us a call anytime with your farming or livestock needs. We carry a full line of ADM feed and mineral and offer commodity mixes and custom rations. Along with an ADM nutritionist, let us help you with all of your livestock goals. Hoskin Elevator is proud to work with Stein soybeans and local Davis seed to help you with your planting and cover crop needs. We offer on-farm pickup of your corn or soybeans and rock delivery. Once again, from Hoskin Elevator, thank you and go Mustangs.
Go Mustang!
Are you wanting a fence built but not sure who to call? Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield has lots of experience and can provide references from many happy customers. He can do everything from barbed wire, woven, continuous, and custom welding. Call Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield for a free estimate. You can find his number on Facebook or call 641-208-6310. That's 641-208-6310. Check out the Hopkins Fencing Facebook page for lots of pictures of the quality fencing jobs that he has done.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go if you're a farmer. They provide the technology and services to make your farming business profitable. They have liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed, and also offer crop protection chemicals and custom application. See for yourself why so many farmers in the area trust Corby and the team at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern. Is your back telling you it's time for a new mattress? Darren at Dixon's Mattress Outlet is the man to see. Dixon's Mattress Outlet sells new mattresses of all sizes. They also have a great selection of area rugs, sheets, and pillows. Needing a mattress for the camper or a rollaway bed? Darren has those too. Call Darren today and get the best rest for less. Call Dixon's Mattress Outlet today at 641-664-3060. And don't forget to like them on Facebook.
This is Tim with Slayton Polaris. I'm sure you would agree with me that while we enjoy watching our kids grow up on the farm, we also wish they could stay little for as long as possible. 1 minute they are small enough to play in a tractor tire, and the next thing you know, they are bigger than you. With all of life's changes, you can take comfort in knowing that Slayton Polaris will try their best to keep things the same. We always offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has always been our policy since we opened our doors. We look forward to meeting you at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
At Community First Credit Union, 6 is a magic number. Why? Our See First Rewards Checking Special offers a 6% annual percentage yield for the first 6 months on balances up to $15,000, or 6% cash back on up to $300 in debit card purchases. And it's easy to meet the monthly qualifications. Get details on this limited time offer. Apply online at c1stcu.com or stop by any See First location. Federally insured by the NCUA.
You're watching the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Davis County moves on, and they are through to the district semifinals after defeating EBF 3-0 here tonight. What a performance by Josh Settles. A complete game, 4-hit shutout. He did not walk a batter while striking out 6. Clearly, he is our player of the game, and a nice effort by Settles in this ball game, but he was helped out by some Davis County offense as well, as after the first 2 innings were scoreless, and then Settles was able to hold EBF scoreless in the 3rd inning. Davis County was finally able to get through in the 3rd inning. Noah Sizemore led off with a walk. He was sacrificed to second by Peyton Schooley after a flyout by Josh Settles. With 2 outs, Houston Schooley blasted a double into right center field for the first run. And then Presley Cantrell singled in Victor Milder, who was running for Schooley, to make it 2-0. And that is all that Josh Settles would need, as he only allowed 1 hit the rest of the way. So there was a minor threat in the top of the 3rd, and with Langstrot at first base with 1 out, Emmett Holohan lined into a double play, and that was the last threat that EBF was able to muster. Dalton Brenniger got a hit in the 5th inning, but that was it, as Josh Settles retired the final 8 batters that he faced, and he struck out 6 while not walking a batter, and he needed just 76 pitches to get through the ball game. Davis County added a run in the bottom of the 6th thanks to an RBI double by Hayden Bankson, batting for Noah Sizemore. Just his 2nd hit of the season, it turned out to be a ringing double into the right center gap, the left center gap, which scored Victor Milder, and that gave Davis County a 3-0 margin, and that is our final score. So Davis County will move on, and they will play Cardinal on Tuesday. That game will start at 5 p.m. in Truro, Iowa. Never been there before, so it will be interesting to visit Interstate 35 and the facilities they have to offer. That will be fun, and Davis County having fun having beaten EBF here 3-0. Final numbers of this ball game: Davis County 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, 7 men left on base. EBF no runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on. Winning pitcher is Josh Settles. He is 3-4. Losing pitcher Emmett Holohan, give him credit. He went the distance as well, allowing those 3 runs on 5 hits, walking 4 and striking out 5. He drops to 2-1. Time of the game, 1 hour, 33 minutes. So Davis County, we will play at least one more game, and they will face a familiar foe in the form of the Cardinal Comets. And that game will come up on Tuesday, starting at 5 from Truro, Iowa. We look forward to having you join us then. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend for Annie Argo, as well as Kyle Smith back at our studios in Ottumwa. This is Els Kojo saying so long for one final time from Bloomfield. Thanks a lot to the good people of Davis County for taking care of us all season. Once again, our final score, Davis County 3, EBF nothing. Davis County makes it to the district semifinals. They will play Tuesday at 5 versus Cardinal. This is Davis County Baseball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.